Good morning students, welcome to today's class. Now in our previous class we have discussed enough about microorganisms and their types. In that we have also seen that microorganisms are so abundant that they are found everywhere where we can imagine them or where we cannot imagine them. I think I have used this line number of times, but actually microorganisms are found everywhere. Now if they are found in so many places, they tend to possess a lot of good things and bad things to us. Means they are also our friends and foe. Now in this class I am going to discuss how microorganisms act as a friend. Means how they are benefit to us, how they are beneficial to us. So let's start with that. Microorganisms and their benefits. They have numerous benefits, but I am going to distribute it in some points. For example, one of the most common benefit of microorganism is that they help in food. Then we have several. Then is the beverage industry. It also helps in environment. They are very much helpful in medicinal field. And in agricultural field. Now they are very much helpful in agricultural field, and now we are going to discuss the points one by one, where we are going to discuss with the how they are helpful in the food industry, and that will be the first point. Now the very first field where we are going to discuss about the action of microorganism in a beneficial manner is food. Food is one thing which connects everyone and it is important for everyone. Now this food in this microorganism also play a very important role. Let's write some of the food items which is being made by the action of microorganism. In this list we'll first add curd. Curd means dahi. That is a very common thing for every household. शायद ही कोई ऐसा घर होगा जहां पर कर्ड या दही नहीं बनती होगी. Now what is happening in this case, that we are taking a pre-made curd, a little bit of pre-made curd, and then we are adding lukewarm milk into it and leaving it for 3 to 4 hours. After 3 to 4 hours, the curd is set. Now this is due to the action of lactobacilli bacteria. This bacteria is actually working on milk to make it into curd. Not only the curd is made by this, the cheese is also made by the action of microorganism. The next food item is bread. Bread or other types of bread like Indian bread, like if we add naan or bhatura, that is also made by the action of microorganism. What is done in this case is the flour is taken and in that yeast is added to make it fermented. If you remember in your previous class in 7th standard, we have studied about fermentation. I am going to write that term in case if you are forgetting it. Fermentation, which plays a very important role in this topic. Fermentation. Anybody remember the definition? Fermentation is an anaerobic respiration. Now what is done in this case, that the food is broken down into simpler substances without the action of oxygen, therefore it is called as anaerobic respiration, and the product of this is the carbon dioxide, energy. In this process, the food is been broken down by the action of anaerobic bacteria into carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide actually gets mixed with the food, and when we cook this food, the carbon dioxide escapes out, leaving some holes into the food item. That's why you will see hole in the bread, cakes, जहां पर आपने देखा होगा छोटे छोटे छेद होते हैं. जितना ज्यादा छेद होगा उतना ही ज्यादा फ्लफीनेस जो है जो केक में या ब्रेड में आएगी, दैट इज ड्यू टू द एक्शन ऑफ द anaerobic bacteria. So apart from bread, cake also is being made by the microorganism action, and South Indian food like dosa, idli, Gujarati food like dhokla, all of these are made by the action of microorganism, and that is anaerobic respiration. We are going to understand this topic in a much better manner by a help of an activity. So I am going to discuss an activity here. Now to understand much better about this topic, I am going to discuss an activity. This activity is activity 2.4 given at page number 33. As you can see, the aim of the activity is to observe the action of yeast on dough. And for this activity we require flour, yeast, water, that is warm water, sugar. Now flour means पैदा, जो आप लोगों ने अपने घर में अक्सर देखा होगा. What you have to do in this activity, we need to take flour, that is maida, mix a little bit of yeast powder which is easily available in the market, and knead the dough with warm water. For this you need sugar also, add sugar into it, and then knead a dough, a soft dough, and leave that dough for some time. मतलब हमें मैदे में चीनी, हल्का सा गर्म पानी और ईस्ट पाउडर डाल करके आटे को गूंदना है और उसको ढक करके कुछ घंटों के लिए रख देना है. अक्सर आप शायद अगर अपने घर में इंडियन ब्रेड्स लाइक कुलचा, नान या भटूरे जैसी चीजें बनाते होंगे तो उसमें हम ये प्रोसेस इस्तेमाल करते हैं. What you will see after some hours, like 3 to 4 hours, that the dough has risen up. डो जो है वो थोड़ा फूल चुका होता है. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू प्रेस योर फिंगर, इट विल गो डाउन एंड देन इट विल बाउंस बैक. इसका मतलब है कि उसके अंदर एयर जो है वो आ चुकी है. नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन दिस केस, व्हाट इज द ऑब्जर्वेशन इन दिस, व्हेन आई एम राइटिंग द ऑब्जर्वेशन, डो rises up due to action of now what is happening in this case, that yeast which is mixed with the flour to make the dough is actually doing action on sugar. तो what is happening कि जो yeast है वो शुगर को अपना फूड बना करके शुगर को ब्रेक डाउन कर रहा है, और उसकी वजह से जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज हो रहा है, जो एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन का बाय प्रोडक्ट है, वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जो है वो डो को फुला दे रहा है, राइज कर दे रहा है. दैट इज वाई दिस नीडेड डो इज राइजन अप एंड इट इज यूज्ड टू मेक सेवरल काइंड ऑफ ब्रेड. जो आप देखेंगे काफी फ्लफी होता है क्योंकि उसमें बहुत ज्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होता है. दैट इज ड्यू टू द एक्शन ऑफ ईस्ट. नाउ वी हैव टू रिमेंबर वन थिंग, दैट adding of sugar is important. If we are not adding sugar in this process, then yeast won't be able to do this process because sugar acts as a food for the yeast. So by this process we are able to understand that how microorganisms are acting on food to make it risen up so that it can be used for several purposes. Now let's move to the next topic. We are going to discuss about the commercial use of microorganism. The commercial use of microorganism is in beverage industry. Beverage means the things which are used for drinking, and the microorganisms are used here to make alcohol, beer, wine by the process of anaerobic respiration. This we have studied in your previous year in class 7, and now we are going to discuss that in much detailed manner. So microorganisms are used in beverage industry, where anaerobic respiration or fermentation is used in making of wine, beer, alcohol. If you remember the reaction, what happens in anaerobic respiration? Sugar is broken down by the action of yeast into alcohol, carbon dioxide, energy. This is anaerobic respiration without oxygen. So without the action of oxygen, the sugar is broken down into producing alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. This alcohol is used to make these things like wine, beer and alcohol. It is very much beneficial in the production of acetic acid or vinegar by use of Acetobacter. It is very beneficial in the production of acetic acid, that is vinegar जो अपने अपने घरों में इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Here the bacteria called Acetobacter helps in converting alcohol into acetic acid, which is commonly called as vinegar. So one benefit of microorganism is this. We are going to discuss one more activity in this to understand how the fermentation process happens. Now this is the next activity, activity 2.5, page number 34. Now in this activity we are going to show that yeast produces alcohol, and for this I require flask, tap water, sugar, yeast and a measuring cylinder. Now what I have to do is to take a flask and add 10 ml of water into it. A normal tap water will do. Add sugar and yeast powder into it and cover it. Cover this with the lid and leave it for some hours, like 3 to 4 hours. After that much time, you will see when you open up the lid of the flask, you will find that a smell is coming. This smell is due to the production of alcohol that is happening due to anaerobic respiration. So what is happening? This yeast is working on sugar to produce alcohol, and that alcohol has formed into the flask, which shows that yeast produces alcohol. This is anaerobic respiration. We have already discussed the anaerobic respiration reaction in our previous topic, and this anaerobic respiration helps us to make a lot of different kind of drinks by the action of yeast on fruit, barley, on rice, many things like the food, cereals are subjected to anaerobic respiration to produce beverage, and that is how beverage industry is making alcohol and acetic acid. Now we move to the next benefit of microorganism, and that will be found in agricultural field. How they are helpful in agricultural field, and I will come to that. Now you know that nitrogen is present in as 78% in our atmosphere, but are they available to us? Of course not. Nitrogen, which is 78%, is not at all available to us, and they can only be made available to us through some microorganism, that is rhizobium bacteria and cyanobacteria. Now what they are actually doing, they are taking the atmospheric nitrogen and converting into soluble compounds so that it can be easily absorbed by the plants. Plants absorb the nitrogen and they use it for their vital things, and then they pass it to the other living organisms for their other vital important things. So I am going to write about that. Microorganisms are used in agriculture where they are helpful in fixing of nitrogen, or it is nitrogen fixation. This is basically atmospheric nitrogen fixation. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about nitrogen cycles. So I will discuss about the entire process of nitrogen fixation in a detailed manner in that topic. Right now, I am just telling you that nitrogen fixation helps in agricultural field by making the field nitrogen rich. Now we know that there are three very important nutrients which is important in agriculture. Now as we know that in agriculture there are major nutrients which is important are NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Now nitrogen is one that nutrient which need to be present in the soil so that it can be beneficial to the plants. but often after using the field for several crops, the nitrogen becomes quite deficient in the soil, and then we have only one choice, that is use of fertilizer. But with the help of nitrogen fixation, this is a natural process by which nitrogen can be made available to the plants. तो क्या होता है कि जो नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग बैक्टीरिया होते हैं, जिसमें साइनोबैक्टीरिया एंड राइजोबियम बैक्टीरिया, this is helping in the nitrogen fixation, which is completing the deficiency of nitrogen in the soil. So it is making soil nitrogen rich to benefits plants. So they are very helpful. So here microorganisms are benefiting the agricultural field and making it nitrogen rich. Now we will move to the next topic, and which is one of the very important benefits of microorganism, and that is in the field of medicine. We know that we are facing a lot of problems by several diseases which is caused by microorganism. Now these diseases becoming a little problematic to everyone, whether it is a child, a middle-aged person or a old-age person. It is affecting everyone. So how to combat with these diseases? कैसे इनसे बचा जाए? Now there are several ways by which we can do, and one of the ways is the medicines like antibiotics. Antibiotics are the medicines which are made to fight against the bacteria. That microorganisms cause several diseases, and bacteria being so abundant cause numerous diseases. So how to fight with the disease caused by bacteria? For that we have antibiotics. Now one of the very common antibiotics which you often see at your home is like streptomycin, penicillin. These antibiotics help us to fight from the bacteria which has entered into our body. So what they are doing, they are actually targeting the bacteria which is present in the body and killing them. So they are fighting from the bacteria which has entered into your body and which act as a foreign body. मतलब वो उस बैक्टीरिया को मार देते हैं जो भी उनको दिखाई देता है बॉडी के अंदर, और उससे हमें बचाते हैं. Now this is becoming very helpful to us because they have saved us, they have saved the humanity from various diseases caused by bacteria which were thought to be very lethal once. मतलब कुछ ऐसी बीमारियां जो बैक्टीरिया से होती थी, उन बीमारियों से लड़ने में एंटीबायोटिक्स ने बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले किया है. कुछ एग्जांपल जो एंटीबायोटिक्स के मैं यहाँ लिखने जा रही हूँ. Examples of antibiotics which is very common. One of them is streptomycin and azithromycin. These antibiotics are fighting from the bacteria which has entered into our body. Now if I'm talking about antibiotics and if I'm not talking about the precaution one should take while taking antibiotics, then this topic will be incomplete. Now antibiotics is medicine, therefore it has to be taken in a proper manner. And what is that proper manner? The proper manner is that we should always visit a doctor, take the consultation of the doctor, take the prescribed medicine in right doses and at right time. So if you are not doing this can be very harmful. तो आपको जितना डॉक्टर ने बताया है, जितने समय तक खाने को बोला है, वो लेना बहुत जरूरी है. You should not take medicine more than the prescribed doses. Then if you are doing it, what will happen कि अगर आप अभी ले रहे हो और आपने ज्यादा ले लिया तो शायद फ्यूचर में जब आप वो मेडिसिन लेते हैं, जब आपको मेडिसिन की ज्यादा जरूरत है, वो असर नहीं करेगा. इसलिए ज्यादा एंटीबायोटिक्स नहीं खाना चाहिए. दूसरी चीज, एंटीबायोटिक्स स्टार्ट किलिंग द गुड बैक्टीरिया प्रेजेंट इनटू योर बॉडी. मींस there are several bacteria which is present in our body which is helpful for us. So when we are eating antibiotics in a large amount, what will happen? It will start picking up those bacteria which is even good for us, and they will start killing it. So one should take precautions while taking antibiotics or the medicine. One more thing is important here, that these antibiotics is not at all helpful in viral disease. Means if you are having common cold, if you are having any other viral disease like measles, cowpox, chickenpox, this is not going to be helpful at all. So they are not helpful in case of viral diseases, but very helpful in bacterial diseases. So it should be taken only by after the prescription of doctor, as the dose prescribed by the doctor. Now the other benefit where microorganism is helping in medicinal field is vaccine. Now here you can understand that if we are talking about fighting with the disease, the first step is taken by killing the microorganism that has entered into your body by giving antibiotics. The other way is to take precaution beforehand. मतलब कुछ ऐसी बीमारियां हैं जिनको आप एक बार आपकी बॉडी में हो जाए तो उनसे लड़ना बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि अगर हमने ये चैप्टर जैसे स्टार्ट किया था, हमने बात की थी कोरोना वायरस की, जो एक वायरस है. वायरस वंस एंटर्ड इनटू योर बॉडी कैन बी very lethal to us, the way you are seeing what is happening right now. Not only coronavirus but polio, chickenpox, smallpox, these diseases have been very harmful to us because they don't have any medicine. Antibiotics can only work in case of bacteria, but they are not at all helpful in the viral diseases. So what we have to do in that case? Then we have to take precaution, and that is in the form of vaccine. Now this vaccine is what? What is vaccine? Vaccine is a dose of weakened or dead microorganism which is put into a healthy body to boost its immunity. Means जैसे अगर हम कभी भी वैक्सीन लेते हैं तो what is vaccine is actually doing? It is actually imposing a disease in a very weak मैनर. मतलब ये क्योंकि डेड माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म या वीकेंड माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म होता है, तो ये हमारे बॉडी में वही बीमारी को बहुत कम मात्रा में बढ़ाता है. मतलब वो बीमारी हमारे बॉडी में होगी, बट क्योंकि डोज बहुत कम है तो बहुत ही कम तरीके से होगी, बट उसे हमारा इम्यून सिस्टम पहचान जाएगा. देन इट विल स्टार्ट फाइटिंग विद दैट microorganism, and it will create a immunity if next time the microorganism is attacking our body. तो अगली बार जब microorganism enter करने की कोशिश करेगा तो हमारा immune system already पहचान चुका है, वो टारगेट करके उसको खत्म कर देगा. तो इस तरीके से हमारी immune system को strong करने के लिए वैक्सीन का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, और उस प्रोसेस को हम वैक्सीनेशन कहते हैं. So I'm going to write the definition of vaccine here. It is a mixture of dead or weakened microbes to boost immunity towards some diseases. Like polio is one of that disease, and if it is happening to a person, it will be never cured. So children are given vaccine of polio at very small age so that they cannot have this disease. So if we are not able to kill the microorganism, we prepare our body to fight it before it has entered into our body. And another way of the use of microorganism in medicinal field is the food supplements. Now what is this food supplements? You know that nowadays the life has become very fast and people don't have enough time to eat right amount of food at right time. And what is happening in today's life, which is very fast life, we are not getting enough time to sleep, eat or to take rest. So what we are doing, we are having a very hurried lunch, breakfast, and we are often skipping the important or vital nutrients from our food. So what is happening, if a prolonged habit of this thing happens, then your body is facing acute shortage of many वाइटल न्यूट्रिएंट्स. मतलब अगर हम सही मात्रा में ये न्यूट्रिएंट्स नहीं ले रहे, हमें लग तो रहा है कि हम खाना पूरा खा रहे हैं, पर कई बार हम प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिएंट्स नहीं ले पाते हैं, जिसके कारण हमारी बॉडी में न्यूट्रिएंट्स की कमी हो जाती है. सो दिस फूड सप्लीमेंट्स इज एक्चुअली कैप्सूल्स ऑफ विटामिन्स, and these are very helpful to those people who cannot take proper lunch. They can use supplements for their proper nutritional growth. Few examples of food supplements are vitamin B complex, capsules, and insulin also is very important here. Insulin is given to those people who are not having enough insulin in their blood, so that their insulin can help their sugar level to be controlled. So this is about the medicinal uses of microorganisms. As we have seen them, they can be used in so many ways: as medicine to fight from the diseases, as a vaccine to so that the body can be protected from the microorganism. An example can be seen in the case of DPT vaccine, polio vaccine, and then food supplements. So this is about this benefit of microorganisms.